Hi Danielle, I'm here for the 21 Questions by Danielle Work Edition. How are you?
Very well, good morning. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, what do you do?
I'm a cabin attendant
And which airline?
with the best airline in the world, the oldest commercial airline in the world, the Royal Dutch Airline, KLM.
Why do you want to be a cabin attendant?
Why? Because I enjoy traveling the world, enjoy meeting so many different people, working with a great team on board to ensure the safety and giving the passengers a good service from A to B.
Okay, so where are you flying to right now?
I'm actually going to fly to Curacao in the Netherlands Antilles.
Okay, and how long will you stay?
I will stay 2 days in total, and then I return back. That's what I'm doing.
Do you have any preference when it comes to flight destinations?
I must admit, yes, I do actually, because my family comes from Curacao, so it's always nice to go a little bit back home, and I used to live there as well.
How do you prepare yourself?
How do I prepare myself for a flight to Curacao, for example? I always check the length of the flight. I check the temperature of the destination where I fly to, and the amount of times that we are there.
What do you pack?
What do I pack? Always what carries with me, or what always is standard in my luggage, is my pajamas, my slippers, a crossbody bag, swimwear, my goggles, always with me, and I've already packed a couple of outfits that go in. Then obviously my beauty case, as well as my summer shoes.
Okay, and what time do you report?
I report about an hour and a half before the flight's departure. And my husband usually takes me, Remco usually takes me, and I like to be even before the reporting hour at the airport.
So if you're all set, let's go downstairs.
Perfect. Well, let's go.
What is the first thing you do on board?
Our first thing to do on board is that we have to do our flight safety check.
Okay, and how do you imagine a typical day of a cabin crew member?
Typical day on board, for example, is you do the flight safety check, then you start preparing some of the services or some of the parts of the services, such as the welcomes drink. You make sure that the drinks trolleys are fine, and you check the food, the catering.
Why do you see yourself as a good cabin attendant?
That's a tough one. Why do I see myself as a good flight attendant or cabin attendant? Is that I like people to feel at ease. We have plenty of passengers that are quite nervous to travel, and I love to help them feel at ease and ensure that they're having a great flight from A to B.
What do you consider the most difficult thing about this job?
The most difficult. I must admit, this is actually dealing with some irate passengers, passengers that are disrespectful, and passengers who just do not want to listen and are an obstruction to this flight safety on board.
What skills are important for a cabin attendant?
The skills. Just be yourself, a natural person that is caring, that is kind, that is understanding, that is listening to what the passenger really likes. And most importantly, again, I can't stress it more, is flight safety, especially in these days, the corona times.
Do you prefer to work alone or as a part of a team?
Well, with every flight we are in a group. We are a cabin crew, and I really enjoy to be part of the team, for sure.
Tell me about a situation where you had to deal with a difficult customer.
A situation with a difficult customer is the customer that sometimes doesn't understand that he or she has to wear a face mask on board. It is mandatory, it is a protection for us, but also for them. And that can be difficult. Some people do not understand, but it's okay. I will always find a solution positively.
What is the most memorable experience on board?
A most memorable experience is from a 6-year-old girl actually who drew a picture for me and a picture of me working actually.
Okay, and can you sleep on board?
Yes, you can, depending on where you're traveling to, and this time I'm going to Curacao, so yes, you can sleep on board, and depending on the length of the time and depending on the services that we have on board, there is a schedule made, and then you can go and have a snooze or have a rest, because that's mandatory as well.
Okay, but where do you sleep then?
Where do I sleep? There, depending on the aircraft types, there is also a special area for the cabin crew to take a rest.
Okay, and what do you eat?
Oh, what do I eat? If I have time, I usually bring my own food, and if not, we as a cabin crew, we get food that we can consume, and it's sometimes healthy, or most of the times healthy, I must admit. And sometimes we don't usually eat the crew or the meals for the passengers.
Do you miss home?
Do I miss home? I do actually. Obviously, they have the saying, home sweet home. That is a very important and true saying, because it is a place where obviously my husband is, the things that are mine. I have my life here, and I do miss my home tremendously.
Okay, so where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
In 5 years' time, I think, no, I'm not thinking. I know that I will be doing exactly what I'm doing right now, and that is being a flight attendant for KLM.
Okay, so nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you, and I'm off to Curacao.
Good luck on your trip.
Thank you very much.
Bye.